So the browsers are now visually amplifying if your site's secure or not just because you have a password field on your page. Is this a bug or a feature? Hey guys, Chris Love here, owner of Love to Dev. And today we're going to talk about browsers and visually indicating to users if your site is secure or not if you have a password field. Earlier this week, I saw that the Mozilla team posted their bug of the week. Somebody was complaining on their bug board that they were showing their login page and site was insecure because they didn't have HTTPS enabled. On this particular page, it was, like I said, a login form, which means they had the username and password fields there. Now, all the browsers are getting more aggressive in their visual cues to end users if your site is secure or not. A key part of that is implementing HTTPS. Now, a few weeks ago, we did publish a video on 5 reasons you should implement HTTPS today. And one of those reasons is because browsers are going to get more aggressive in showing customers that your site is not secure. So the owner or technical lead for this website complained to the Mozilla team that they were showing a message to the users saying that the site was insecure, and this was causing a lot of problems for them because their customers were giving them feedback that they were worried about using the website. Now, the person reporting the bug complained to Firefox saying that we've got our own security measures in place and they've worked for years and we've never had a problem. And I love the reply that the Mozilla team made. They explained the simple technical reasons why the HTTPS is important. First of all, password fields without HTTPS are transmitted across the network or across the internet in clear text. And as they astutely pointed out in their response, this means that anybody who might be listening to those requests across the network can see those passwords plain as day and log them. And this is what a lot of hackers will do. And this can leave your system exposed. The Mozilla engineer went on to explain that just because it was his website, if their login credentials passed on to any other sites or possibly APIs, those too would then be compromised as well. So not only would it compromise the site that was being complained about, but also any site that was also relying on their authentication scheme. Now, the funny thing is in this whole story is I went and looked up the site mentioned in the complaint. And as you can see here, it was a very legitimate site because this is what I would call a rich card search engine listing, showing multiple pages in the site as being highly valuable resources on the site. However, when you click on the domain and you go visit the site, you can see that either they have taken the entire site down or they have been squatted on by somebody else because they let the domain expire, or possibly Network Solutions just took the site over. So there's no telling what the real story is, but I do think it's a little bit ironic that this person was complaining about their site and their security levels now that their site is gone, and very shortly after the complaint about the security flagging. So again, let me just reemphasize, if your site is not implementing HTTPS, you should go and implement HTTPS as soon as possible. Obviously, the first step is to get a certificate and install it on your server, and then you need to audit your website and make sure that it is fully HTTPS ready, excuse me there. Now, as we mentioned in the previous video, HTTPS is not expensive anymore, and it's not very hard to implement. Now, other things that come into matter, I know for the fact that most of you have not implemented HTTPS because roughly about 2.5% of websites currently support HTTPS. Let's make a pact and try to flip that number over the course of the year so that almost everybody is supporting HTTPS and we've got a safe and secure internet.